Hello children, I welcome you all to the online English classes. Today we are starting with our prose session where I have picked up the very first chapter, that is The Last Lesson by Alphonse Daudet. So children, this story is based at the time of war took place between France and Prussia. Franco is France and Prussia is Germany, where France lost the battle and they're all mostly districts of Alsace and Lorraine of France came into hands of Prussia. Prussia, that is Germany. Now what happens when you are subdued, when you are enslaved by another country, that you have to follow each and every rule of that country. So, without wasting time, let me get into the chapter first. I started for school very late that morning. This chapter is narrated by a school going boy whose name is Frank. Now, what does he say? That he was in great dread of scolding because, especially, M. Hamel had said that he would question us on participles. So he was afraid of going to school that day because his teacher M. Hamel has asked him to prepare a test on participles. And I did not know the first word about them. But he was quite ignorant about the participles. He didn't know anything about the participles. For a moment I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. So he decided to bunk the lessons or bunk the school and run away and not to go to school. It was so warm, so bright. So he was attracted towards the bright day, and the birds were chirping at the edge of the woods. He was attracted by these things. And in the open field lay of sawmill the Prussian soldiers were drilling. Here the soldiers were seen. He was attracted by all other things like the warm and bright day, the chirping of woods. He wished to sometimes go to the woods, and the other time he thought he should stay there and see the Prussian soldiers drilling. The Prussian soldiers, they were practicing their exercises. It was all much more tempting than rule of participles. So he wished that these things were more attractive than attending Mr. M. Hamel's lesson. But I had strength to resist, and I hurried off to school. So he thought not to waste any more time, and he hurried to the school. He hurriedly went to the school, other than standing there and watching other things other than school. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of bulletin board. And while he was on his way, he saw a bulletin board. For past 2 years, crowd here means a huge number of people were standing and reading something from the bulletin board. Might be the latest news from the German officers. For the last 2 years, all a bad news had come from there. The lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officer. So now the draft consisted of Germany's commanding officer who had made new rules for the France people. And I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? Now he was very curious to know what could be the new rules for them now, for the country of France. Though Frank was interested in what was on the bulletin board, yet he hurried back to the school and tried to run as fast as he could. The blacksmith watcher. So a blacksmith named Watcher who was there with his apprentice. Apprentice is trainee, whom you train. Reading the bulletin, called after me. Now, he happened to meet a blacksmith whose name is Watcher with his apprentice, reading the bulletin board, and he was moving after him and saying, "Don't go so fast, Bob, you'll get to your school in plenty of time." So, here he is trying to tease Frank, saying that he should not hurry, there is a lot of time, though he was late to the school. I thought he was making fun of me and reached M. Hamel's little garden all out of breath. But Frank knew that he was late to school and he had to hurry and In doing that, he was out of breath. When he reached the school, he couldn't breathe properly. Usually, when school began, there was a great bustle, which could be heard out in the street. Now, usually, when Frank reached the school every day, he used to hear a lot of chaos. Bustle here is chaos, a lot of noise. But heard out in the street. In the street itself, while reaching the school only, he could hear the school has started. There a lot of noise coming from the school. The opening and closing of desks, lessons repeated in unison. Unison is in a same loud voice or in chorus. Very loud with our hands over our ears to understand better. So everybody was repeating the same thing in a same tone. So what the children used to do, they used to keep their hands on their ears and they used to then recite their lessons. And the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table means the teacher kept rapping or kept striking his ruler on the table to make sure that there was complete discipline. But now it was also still. But that day, when he entered the school, he found something weird. Everything was very still. I counted on the commotion to get to my desk. So, he used to rely on the commotion, that is, the noise that children used to make while rehearsing or while reciting their lessons. But in the meantime, when they were making chaos, Frank would easily slip into the class. But that day, what happened was to get to my desk without being seen. So in the commotion of all that, he used to slip in his own desk without being seen because there was a lot of chaos coming out. But that day, everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. But it seems that everything was so quiet, so disciplined, and so complete silence was observed, as if it was a Sunday morning, as if no child was there at all. Through the window, I saw my classmates already in their places and M. Hamel walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. So, as usual, children were seated and Mr. M. Hamel was moving around with his scale, with his ruler in his arm. I had to open the door and go into before everybody. You could imagine how I blushed and how frightened I was. So, obviously, there was no recitation, no noise, complete discipline. Children were sitting quietly, M. Hamel moving up and down the class with his scale. So, Frank could easily be observed that day. So, he blushed. He was ashamed of coming late to school and he was frightened. He was afraid that he was going to be scolded for coming late to school. But nothing happened. M. Hamel saw me and said very kindly, "Go to your place quickly, little Franz. We were beginning without you." So that day, even Mr. M. Hamel was quite kind, quite easy with the children. So he kindly said that you can sit and we could have started the lesson without you, but I thought I would start the lesson when you are present in the class.